Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got an interesting show for you. All right, I didn't know if I was going to be able to do a show today or not. Between the storms, the lightning, and all that, lost power.
Again.
Yep, again. But here we are. Anyway, we're going to cover the fact that Virginia's making a big mistake. Yeah, they're blowing it big time.
You blew it!
And also, we had a transfer, a big-time transfer, confirmed that they're using negative recruiting against us out there about what we thought. I know you're shocked that somebody do something like that. That's what we're going to talk about. And this story is in Rocky Top Insider by Ryan Schumpert, which I've featured him a couple times, I believe. Tennessee receiver details how other teams negatively recruited against the Vols. And this is Dante Thornton, who is going to be big this year. He said after Tennessee's resurgent 2022 when Jalen Hyatt won the Biletnikoff Award, a new narrative developed about Josh Heupel's offense, the Vols program. Tennessee's style of play doesn't prepare players for the NFL and the skill sets that they need. It just won't translate to the NFL.
Liar!
Oh, what a shock. It's a gimmick. It doesn't work. Oh, what a bunch of crap. It's ridiculous. Anything to keep the Vols down. And I understand that. Look, you know, recruiting's dog eat dog, man. They're going to go out there and they're going to talk bad about you. But obviously, wide receivers are seeing right through that, because they saw two guys go in the third round, and if they perform well in the NFL, next time it'll be second round, first round. When they see guys catching all these TDs, winning awards, constantly being showcased, what more could a wide receiver want than that? I mean, the numbers that they're putting up over here are crazy. And Thornton said, oh, yeah, I'd definitely say teams try to downplay it. Said saying it doesn't translate to the NFL, but if you can get open, you can do that at the college level, you can do it at the NFL level, is what Thornton's position was. Said the strategy was not effective on Thornton. He didn't buy that Tennessee's offense wouldn't prepare for him for the NFL. He said that he thought the opposite. He said the way they used Hyatt a season ago is one of the things that made Tennessee so attractive to the Oregon transfer. Said there are differences in Hyatt and Thornton's game, but both are tall college slot receivers with blazing speed that can stretch defenses vertically. And we're going to have Squirrel out there too, so, man, I'm telling you, the teams are going to struggle stopping the Vols. Thornton said, I'd say it was a part because you see how he performed in the offense. With me coming in, they looked at me as a person that could come in and do the same role. So that had a big part in me coming here. In other words, the success of the offense and the success of Hyatt and, of course, Tillman as well made a almost five-star wide receiver who had had a good freshman year in Oregon realize, I need to go to the Vols. If I'm going to get showcased, if I'm going to get the Benjamins in the NFL, I need to have big-time numbers. He saw what they were doing and went, man, I could be the next Hyatt, only taller version. So he was all about it, obviously. And Kelsey Pope, the receivers coach, he said, I think what people don't understand, they just kind of make up, but it's my job as a coach to answer questions in the recruiting process. Our offense puts guys in situations to win one-on-one matchups. Defenses are supposed to stop guys in those one-on-one situations. He said, I'm given a technique to beat a defensive player. He's given a technique to beat me. If I'm beating him 10 out of 10 times, I can translate that on any level, and that's what it comes down to. He said the narrative gained steam earlier this offseason when Hyatt and Tillman fell to the third round. Hooker fought the same thing. Of course, he had the ACL, so he'd have been first round if not for the injury. Said Tennessee's best way to fight the narrative is for its former players to succeed in the NFL, obviously. And, of course, it hasn't worked this year either because we've got a top 100 guy in Staley and a five-star in Mike Matthews, and we're still looking to pick up another five-star, so, in Ryan Wingo. So it's not working. Yeah, it's all they got. What are you going to do? Go, oh, you don't want to go there? What, do you want to catch 20 touchdowns and have like 1,500 yards? Who wants that? Come over here where we're going to run the ball and have our little pedestrian offense, and you can catch 2 touchdowns and get 380 yards. Get you some of that. That will translate well to the NFL. All right, now let's talk about Virginia. They are making a huge mistake preparing for this first game. It just almost shocks me. And this is A to Z Sports with Zach Reagan. And Zach's a great writer, and you can also see him on YouTube, A to Z Sports Nashville. And he says, one of the toughest things about preparing for the Tennessee Vols' potent up-tempo offense is that teams only get a week to prepare for UT's unique style. Tennessee's first opponent, of course, the Virginia Cavaliers, says they don't appear interested in using the extra time to their advantage, which could obviously, it's going to be a huge mistake. It's a monstrous mistake.
Big mistake. Big. Huge. I have to go shopping now.
It says Cavaliers defensive coordinator John Ruzinski was asked by a reporter if Virginia is doing anything special to prepare for the challenges of Tennessee's offense. He said he didn't sound too concerned about the Vols' tempo, instead suggesting that Virginia will be ready for Tennessee thanks to going up against the Cavaliers' offense, which was 126th in scoring last season. You can't make this crap up, people. Seriously, we're preparing ourselves because Virginia. Okay. All right, that's fine. Knock yourself out. It says tempo is something that Coach Tony Elliott has practices designed, so we go super fast. So tempo is something that we've got to do a great job as a defense throughout the year of controlling. Oh, my gosh. Be it, an opponent in a 2-minute situation. That's something that we work throughout the year, and I tell you what, our offense stresses us with that, and we practice fast. Okay. There you go. And Zach says, I'm not sure that's a wise approach from Virginia. I think all the teams that tried that. Kentucky had an excellent defense. We torched them. LSU had great defensive players. Torched them. Alabama, all the 5 stars in the world, torched them. The only team that had any success against us was Georgia at Georgia, with the crowd screaming bloody murder and us going offside 6 or 8 times. And they were very good on defense. But we torched everybody else. So, Virginia, they may just be writing this game off and realizing they can't win and just saying there's no reason for us to prepare for an offense like that when we've got to play the ACC and there's nobody else running this offense except Clemson may be mimicking the gimmick. Don't forget about Clemson. But Virginia needs to worry about fundamentals, I would say, at this point. They won, 3 games last year. So, anyway, I think it's a terrible mistake. But, again, I don't know if they really think they have a legitimate chance of winning this game. I mean, we're favored by 4 touchdowns. It's in Nashville, which is really a home game for us. So be it. That's their decision, but they're blowing it. And at this time, I do want to feature my sponsor of this video, and that is Sevierville Golf Club. Now, this is the place that I play on a regular basis every week, and they have 2 beautiful golf courses. The golf course is in immaculate condition. I mean, perfect. The fairways are great. Greens are great. They have 2 different golf courses. One's called the River, and that's really for your lower handicaps. Highlands, which is a little shorter course, more of a shot maker course, is for it's a little easier because it is shorter. But they're both in pristine condition. I played out there last week. The greens were rolling great. And as I always say, when greens are that good, if you miss a putt, that's on you. They have a great practice facility, which I use every week. Work on my long game, my short game, whatever you need to, they've got it. It's a very nice practice facility. It's right in the middle of that whole facility. And then if you want something to eat or drink, just go into Mulligan's, real nice 19th hole. They take real good care of you, and they have very good food. They have actually chefs in there that actually do excellent food. So be sure to check out Sevierville Golf Club. Tell them Sports Talk Jay sent you. If you want to practice or you want to play, it's a great place to play. And I'm glad I got to do this show. I was worrying that doggone power being out for 4 hours. I didn't think I was going to be able to do the show. But anyway, Virginia, you're making a mistake. And we knew they were negative recruiting us. There's no doubt. And good luck, all you other teams, trying to do that, because as we continue to succeed on offense especially, it's not going to work, obviously. Like I said, we've got a top 100 and a 5-star and might pick up Ryan Wingo for another 5-star. Look, players are going to go where the action is. And if you want action, the Vols offense, it's the best there is. And we get to enjoy it. And we're only 3 weeks away, folks, 3 weeks away. And if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Lets me know to continue to cover the Vols, SEC, all our opponents, and all our naysayers. I'll go after them. And if you've not subscribed, it's right here on your right. My left, just hit that little button. I would appreciate it. Cost you nothing. Makes it super easy for you to get my videos. And right over here is my most recent video that YouTube thinks, based on your viewing history, that you'll love. And we will see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.